Okay, so good afternoon again. We are with Mam Vivian Emping. She is the current administrator of the Senior High School program of Asst National High. So Ma'am, daghan kita curious no na kumusta man ang atong mga public school amidst the pandemic. Many people are wondering kumusta, how is the program, the school, kumusta, how did you guys react to the pandemic? Kumusta mga fellow teachers, mga students, o mga parents?
Okay, so at first when the government actually decided to have a lockdown and schools are being stopped, so kato nga time, sa among thinking is only 2 weeks that we will be stopped from school, and after 2 weeks mabalik. So more ito ang mindset, then nakauno na may at least natay 2 weeks nga murag maka-relax out of the daghan nga mga trabahoon kay it's about to end ba yet, that school year is already March, so about to end. Then ni abot man gyud siya dugay kay sa mga tanan. So after that, after 2 weeks nga murag wala siya plano pa mo balik. So we have already have meetings with the principal, with our principal Mam Ponce, ya mga mustahan. How are you doing there? Yeah, how was the work? We need to finish what is being asked from us, mga records for the students, mga grades for the students. Then we also have questions unsaon na to paghuman nga napa may mga wala pa na complete nga mga competencies nga wala pa nakapasa mga students, so everything is being discussed with the faculty, with our principal Mam Ponce. So there will be meetings every now and then, how we gonna do with the paperworks na ma-complete and how we gonna give the grades of the students, so everything is in place after mga June or May. So after that, we have decided to have the virtual graduation for the grade 12 kay Luis at was the graduation, so that is it. Then mga support systems from the teachers, we always ask in the GC, how are you doing there sa inyong mga probinsya kay nangulo ibigay sa mga probinsya ang uban. Then like me, for example, when I was there in the province, a month after when kung murag ispuan jud kay ang lockdown, bastrikto jud kayo nga dito kalakaw-lakaw sa balay, murag kog mahadlok mugawas unya gamay lang kay ubo, murag makuyawan na ta. Mao na ba niya magsige mig chat sa mga kauban, how is it. Then after that, salamat lang gyud me that teachers are very supportive from each other. Yahay may tambag-tambag sa mga kauban nga palabi gunahunaan na niya. We always have communications even if sa mga GC lang or sa mga messengers lang. Then usa sa to sa mga nakalit up gyud sa namo ba nga maskin pa we don't see each other, but we have maintained the communications and we have support systems from our friends, from our co-teachers. At least ang burden, ang kaguol or ang imuhang kahadlok sa COVID mura og na at ease ka ba. Then when the school opens, prior to the opening of the school year, there are already seminars nga unsay mga possibilities nga buhaton, unsay mga modalities. Then we actually have conducted the dry run. In fact, ang APAS kay usa siya na sa napilian nga mo-conduct sa division dry run for how was the online teaching will be done. Yeah, what if kung mag-digital offline ang bata? So nag-dry run gid mi ato and to the division level to siya. So usa to sa among preparation good to have the modalities in the new normal. So with all the preparations and with all the meetings, then dry runs, at least nakakita mi bag unsay possible nga mabuhat when the school opens in October. So school really prepares. Then even if most of the teachers are working from home, those who are coming into school and our principal, iya yung i-manage nga, kung mag-open na ta, magdawat na ta mga parents nga musul sa eskwelahan, yan, lagi mga protocols nga gi-follow. Then ang division are also, ang among mga division personnel that are also monitoring every schools, if naabagid na sunod bagid ang mga IETF protocols, maintain bagid ang mga social distancing, katong mga alcohol, mga sanitizers, mga temperature na naabagid nagbutang bagid sa proper place. So we are following the guidelines sa school. Then later, gitagaan sa mga health kit sa division.
Good.
May mga medicine, may mga vitamins, mga mask. So gitagaan may atong supply later. So, salamat sa may atong tagaan dyan may supply. Wag yun minalinti. Dayon. Di pa isad me, kaya nga mo sa mga parents during the orientation, sa conduct man siya may orientations prior to the start of the school year, sir. May bawat siya na mo mga parents, kung say possible nga mga modalities nga ilahang mapili para sa ilang mga anak, para safety. So, for the senior high school department, nagpasalamat mi nga mga 70% gid siguro sa mga students is ni-choose gid sila digital offline and online class. So meaning gamay ra sa mga estudyante sa senior high nga nipili og printed. Kaya nakasabot sila sir ba nga kung mag-printed sila ang ilang exposure gid taas kayo because every week they come to school and get the module and submit their answers. Whereas kung if their students will be participating in the online or in the digital offline, no need for them to come to school. They just submit it online. So mas less ang chances na magawa sila sa school. Mas taas silang safety pang naragyo sa palay. But for our junior high school, labi na mga grade 7, kay gagmay pamanintawang kayo po niya, transition niya. Most of them kay pasan siguro yung mga gadget code. So kasagaran din nila is nagprinted din sila. But we are also thankful nga nasa yung mga communities nga ni help sa school. So naay mga pipila ka mga bata nga naka-receive yun sila mga tablets. Natagaan sa tablets ba kay para magamit nila sa ilahang digital offline class. So ang naay mga nagprinted ng mga bata nga ni off na dito sa digital offline kay na recipient naman sa atong pipila ka tablets. So naging mga nag-sponsors, mga communities nga ni help sa school. Then sa school side, nakaanasad ko sir nga, ang mga teachers are very hardworking. Kay ang pag-prepare biya sa module din sa lalim, we have to print, then we have to sort, then mag-sorting na di mo na sa i-prepare for distribution. So without counting nga ma-expose ka kasi ari-ari sa eskwelahan, but then we are doing our job in preparation for the printed modules para gid ma-deliver ang kinahanglan sa bata. So maski namin mga teachers diri sir baski mga 60s na gani mo volunteer gihapon ari sa eskwelahan kay para gid makatabang ba kay nga makakuan. So ingon pa si ma'am nga dili lang pwede ra gid mo dili mo adto sa eskwelahan kay nara may katong mga dili mga lower 60s. So nagyo ba nga mukuan gyud sa motabang gyud sila at least mari sa once a week kada. So mo na siya among system diri sa school. So para dili kayo daghan ang tao nga moari sa eskwelahan. So what we did is we schedule. So like for example, Monday is grade 7 for the day session. In the afternoon sa Monday is for the grade 7 for the afternoon session. Then in Friday, it is the senior high school schedule. So minimize ang pagsud gawas sa eskwelahan.
That's good.
We also have tracking form. Sa guardhouse lang, na tracking form, ilang fill-upan. Kami in our part when we release a module, naasa sila yung mga tracking form, ilang fill-upan. Mag-case na mo ba in kaso kung na mga cases nga kaning mga lugar daghan kayo na positive. Makaingon mi nga, uy, taga dito ra ba ni? So amo lang i-refer nga. Ang taga diri nga lugar dili lang sa mga sa eskwelahan kay taas kay mo case. So pwede na sunod na ipadaghan communication lang gid sir niya, proper management.
Yes, good. Ma'am, a question, was there any teachers or students diba na COVID na sa APAS?
So far naami atoy na receive nga info nga na ay parent nga murag na positive siya bitaw sir, na positive pero mura nakuan lang to nga na trace to nga murag wala gyud siya nakaari sa eskwelahan.
Okay.
Pero pagka nga kuan siya possible siya nga moari sa eskwelahan gid ato pag Friday kay possible ba kay anak printed man kuno. So pag naay possibility ba nga mukha siya so ni-declare mi ato nga dili lang sa mo distribute og module ay para wala jay kuan ba nga makasunod dito. So naay mga times nga mukuan mi mo salang mi og semana nga dili mi mo distribute og module especially if kanang naay mga cases na taas.
So walay student or teacher na positive So that's good. That's good news, no? I'm happy to hear that. Um,
Sir, okay, naayos sa gina mo ka teacher. Kay yung bana man to nag-positive tayo, no? Yung husband nag-positive niya. Siya sad is na positive. So, nakuha gito sila, sir. Nabutang gito sila sa NOAA for 2 weeks. But,
it na-recover siya.
mong teacher, oo, nabutang ito siya niya.
But she
Then,
recovered. She recovered, yeah. That's good.
na-recover si husband. Then, in
Good, good.
fact, ito kay siya naman kayo mo share sa mga sir kung yung sa pag how did he cope up with the situation.
Ito.
Okay, ito time ba yan nga grabe ang kuan sa mga tao, grabe ang pagtanaw sa mga tao basta ma-declare ka nga positive. Kato nga
Ito.
time. So,
Ito.
siya yung kuan, siya na mo share na mo sa iyong mga experiences.
Yeah,
How did
yeah.
hmm,
That's good. No, kay kaning pandemic, murag almost everyone man gyud tayo nakaila na positive. But ang importante lang is that we support them, no, and we do not look down on them, no. And kanang after wala, I'm happy na naka-recover na siya. And then she started to share to all of you, no, iyang experience, no. So that is good, no. That is good. So, ma'am, what I heard from you is that kanang unprecedented magyuning pandemic. So, wala gyud, no one is prepared. And honestly, no one knew what to do in the beginning. So, what I heard from you is that importante ra gyud that the school kanang you really found a way to work together. You found a way to kanang importante ang communication among sa principal o sa mga teachers. And importante sad mo follow sa protocol sa IATF, no, which is the government health protocol. Ni-follow kita sa DepEd. Yung mo sana nakita na ko. Sakto sa ka na ang division also really found a way to help, no. Nag-create man tag COVID-19 task force. So they really went to school, no, to check and to also provide materials, no, to ensure sanitation. So that all of those are good, no. And then you continue to help the students, no, by creating programs na dili kay sila ma-expose,
yes.
encourage them to stay home lang no, encourage them to continue to study despite the pandemic, which is good also. Kay dili man sad madana ato mga bata na idol. So that is good na you continue to sa the mission of DepEd. Sige ma'am, so let's transition now to senior high. So this is the one of the good stories also we'd like to share, no? So maybe you'd like to share how was your experience, no, implementing senior high 2016 until the present?
Okay, from the magsugod na sa start yun, when the division really encouraged in the person of Sir Alberca, he is the senior high school coordinator way back then for senior high school. He really came to school and encouraged good. Iya gitong giingnan Sir Flores nga, not doon lang magid mo sa IT park, so you have to offer contact center service. But our problem ato kay wala man na-appeal sa katong pag-planning sa previous kay it has to be planned by before it is implemented what are the offerings of the school. So the previous principals actually wala siya na listang appeal ang contact center service. So it is now a challenge for Sir Flores. How will we have the offerings for the contact center service? Then the second challenge is knowing doon kami sa IT park, but the challenge is how will we connect with those people in the IT park who will help us with our offering the contact center service.
Yes.
So it is a blessing in disguise. Actually, serving to Sir Flores, it is a blessing in disguise that you have met there in somewhere in CNU when you had a meeting and you introduced Sir Flores to Sir Engineer June Saa. Then Engineer June Saa introduced us to the head of Convergys before, the person of Ma'am Lorelai Montilia. Then they came to school. We have a sit-down meeting in the school. Then they offer that we will be partners if you will have this and this and that. So na yung mga conditions are ba, like for example, if you will give us a full immersion with your students, then we will be partnering with you. So no, then that is our challenge. How can we give full immersion to the students when they still have subjects to take in the K-12? So after that encounter with Engineer Junsaa and Ma'am Lorelai Honfilia with the conditions to have the work immersion and with the 640 hours work immersion. So we have a sit-down meeting with the teachers in the senior high school with Sir Flores, and Sir Flores told us the decision that he will make is a break or make. So if we're gonna fail, then they will be saying goodbye forever to contact center service and to our partners. But if we will be able to make it, then this will create a lot of opportunity for our students. So ano siya nga, sa man, we have to decide. So we have to decide as a team, kaya ba ni nato? Now we will be giving kanang full immersion, meaning the students when they will be there in the industry, we will not be bothering them with assignments, with academic works. So, how we're gonna arrange with the subjects that when they have their immersion, they have the full immersion. So, that was 2016 in the first semester. So, in the second semester, when we really have meetings, and of course with your guidance, sir, when you have suggested that we have to make and to create a vision. So we decided by 2021, we will be the premier school for senior high school nga contact center service. So in the second semester in that school year, we have adjusted the subjects that the students will have to have overload subjects. So instead of the usual 8 or 7 subjects, amo siyang gihimong 11. Then question na sa sunod, kung mag-overload ta, kinsay mo handle na teachers. We have only few teachers in the senior high school. So good thing that the teachers wala gyud reklamo ang mga maestra sa senior high school maski nag-overload na sad mi. Nga supposed to be pila ra imong kuan ba, pero tungod kay wala may maestra ani niya naaman bahalag overload na lang ka dawaton sumusot mo kuan ba nga teachers is nagka-teamwork yun without counting kung saan ka kapoy. So that was the second semester. Then the following year, when we have the immersion, nakahatag yun sa mga students of full immersion when they were in the industry. Wala gid lagi bother of mga academic nga mga subjects, mga work. So full gid sa immersion nga totally part of the industry gid sila working in the industry. So moto mo kuan nga ang sakripisyo sa mga maestra nga maski wala gi-count na to nga nag-overload na sila, at least ang katong mga sacrifices sa teachers nakahatag sa bitaw siya og katabang sa mga bata pod nga overload me nya pagkaskuan ang mga bata na in place na mo nga wala gyud sa na bother sa work sa ilang pag-work immersion sa mo to among kuan. So nakita sa gid namo sir nga if we really want to succeed in this program, we have to work as one and we have to be in the same boat. Pareha tag panaw kung asa ta padong o ginang gikuan namo. O mo na nga mo si sir nga kung ma-success ta ani nga program with our partner kay kani man gyud sila nga company mo inihatag na to chance, we will be kanang opening a lot of opportunities for our students. So which from 31 students from that school year, 31 man ka students ang naka-enjoy with working in the company with the work immersion program. The following school year, it has been word of the mouth sa community. Nanampi naman ng mga bata, alam nito to experience ito, yun ay mga istorya sa mga parents, mga story sila experience. So from 31 students and from 131 enrollees, ni-increase siya times 2. So 200 plus na mga students, and from 30 silang 50 plus nga naka-enjoy sa work immersion program. Handput in the following year, from one company na ni-open sa mga for work immersion, it becomes 2. Then from local nga account, the second company nga ning-adapt na mo for work immersion is now an international account. Wow. So duha choices sa bata, na mo na siya, pwede na siya local account, pwede po siya sa international account. So naging mga choices sa mga bata ba. So it creates an opportunity not just for the students but as well as with the community. Okay, community diri sa mga muason na daghan sa nakatabang sir niya. Dili ra sad kuan nga nasa mga students nga nakahabaw sila nga nindot man ang program nito sa APAS. So from other barangay nanganay na sa mga nagpa-enroll, niya labi nakasuod pod sila, nakatabang sa ilaha. Right. So most so it really starts with the decision making. Kay katod jud nga time mo gito akong ginwala ko na malimtan ni sir nga is a make or break decision that I will take. It is a calculated risk that I will take. Kaya kung pili siya ma-success, goodbye forever. Pero if we gonna work this out as a team, this will create opportunity for our students, not just for our students, but to the community as well.
Yes.
And with the program sa APAS, sa BPO, sir, daghan sa other schools pod nga na kuan po sa sir ba, na kuan po sa namo, giunsan mo pagda. So, gikan sa APAS, ni spread out siya to other schools. So, nanay mga other schools nga ning partner na pod ang mga BPO industry to other schools.
Good.
Because they really see it that doable man di ay siya, pwede man di ay siya sa mga senior high school, trainable mga bata niya. With the success rate of our students compared to their naman sa study ang company naman itong i-compare ang among students ng mga work immersion o pati lang mga hire, seasonal hire, and they're really seeing taas of success rate, so it actually opens a lot of opportunities. Opens an other company, BPO company, na they have to consider also senior high school for work immersion.
Yes. So unsa gid siya, it was an affirmation to the K-12 reform, no? Because part of the track, one of the track of senior high was really from school to employment. And ang kaning yung sa APAS National High Partnership with the BPO, it really showed the possibility gyud na atong mga estudyante na they are already ready for work gyud after graduating senior high. Which is correct naman sa 18 years old naman sad sila, Mam Vivian, di ba? Most of them are 18 already. Yeah. Yeah, but sakto ka na, you're saying?
Not just with the so up to work for the BPO, sir, nga kanang, but there are also some students who are enjoying with the program with the work immersion that after graduation they opt to continue to college.
Good.
But the things that they have, the trainings that they have, and the exposure that they have in the industry, it really give them an edge. Kanang ilang self-confidence, nindot ka ilang buildings ng self-confidence, and they can really have, can really compete good, and ang kasagaran man kayo nila, sir, manghambog lang gid biha kay mga dean's lister.
Wow.
Sa mga other schools, sa mga lipay sa
pag university na sila. Pag na sila university, dean's lister sila.
Paano po sila lang ato man yung mga estudyante nga maski wala sa ni continue to work after high school when they have enjoyed the work immersion program, but the self-confidence, the building of their self-confidence and the experience that we have kanang makaingon jud mi nga nakatabang sa gyud sa ilaha, sir.
Yes. You're correct, no? You're correct. So the other track magud or way is to go to higher education, di ba? After senior high. So even those that na work immersion, it helped them because as you said, na-expose sila sa corporate life, na-expose sila sa kanang adult world, no, of work. No? And then, of course, they were able to learn responsibility, they're able to learn kanang grit, they're able to learn work ethics, they're able to gain confidence, as you said, no? Because they're still young, but ang kuyog nila is much older than them. Na. So, daghan gyud siya o kanang success, no? Daghan siya positive na effect ang program sa APAS, no? Sa akong view, if it's okay for me to share, kay first time sa ko naka-share ani na ang akong naka-remember gyud is that ang mga important milestones was katog yung si Dr. Fabio Lito Alberca, he called for a focus group discussion magud to FGD with in partnership with the Coalition for Better Education. Mono sa CBE meeting. Kunya na timing si Sir Nathaniel Flores, your principal at that time, he arrived late. he arrived the last, no? But when he arrived, no, ang chair that was available was beside me. Tapad na po. So he sat beside me. And when he started to share his experience, no, he stood out. He stood out, no, and he really came out as a very hands-on leader, very caring, very always being mindful sa iyang mga teachers, no? Pag-express niya pag-share niya, ma-sense lang ko na lahi siya pagka-leader. So lo and behold, sorry siya, graduate din siya of a Jesuit school also sa Cagayan, sa Xavier University. And then he's also a Boy Scout leader. All day na he stood out. So I got attracted to him. Giapas na ko siya. Giapas na ko siya sa apas. No? So gibisita na ko siya sa apas. Mo na to, I met you, I met Ma'am Janice, I met Sir Remos, no? And then mo to na sense na ko lahi ang dynamics, lahi ang iyang team, no? Kunang murag maayo kayo ang inyong teamwork ba. So I think our next step ato crucial is the vision and mission. Before I introduce you to Sir Jun Saa, we had mga 3 or 4 discussions na unsa man giganahan ninyo? What does the school want? What's the dream of the school? Or what's the gift of the school? No? What is the talent? No? What is the resources na ma-pull nato? So after many discussion, and gikan ni siya sa Ramon Aboitiz Foundation actually. Kay ang Rafi nag-help man to siya og set up sa School Governing Council sa Don Carlos High. So because of what we learned from Ramon Aboitiz Foundation, akong gipasa ninyo dinha sa Apas National High. So kato, after many discussion, igawas to siya ang vision na we want to become the premier BPM call center call center school in Cebu City. So after the vision, mo na to, I introduced you guys to Sir Jun Saa. I met Sir Jun Saa because he was the alumni president man of Cebu City Science High School, where my wife came as an alumnus, plus where I also donated a huge amount of money to help in their electrification sa ilang school. So mo to siya murag I'm feeling na ko it was not me, no, it was like a higher being, maybe the Holy Spirit, siya nag-connect sa dots, no? But even if nag-connect sa dots, ang importante is kamo yun, Mam Vivian. I think what was really important is really the leadership is or not. Okay, he really took a risk. Okay, he went out of his mandate dito at that time. He really pushed for it. He said, I want to make this work. No? And then he made many decisions. No? And then come on, he follows Salmonia. So thank you so much. No? Congratulations to Apas National High, Daghan. No? It's really, until today, it's still the most successful implementation of senior high program. As what Sir Jun Saa said, maybe not only in Cebu, but maybe in the entire Philippines. Wow! So hopefully, mapadayon na to atong program. Hopefully, mapadayon na to atong partnership. And hopefully, ma-document na to, ma-write down na to, kaya para ma-share na to sa atong book. So that more and more schools ma-learn na to. No? Of course, ang benefit sa student, ang benefit sa parents, ang benefit sa teachers, so benefit also sa industry. Okay, so let's end here. Thank you so much. And then we will transition na to our third one. No? Okay.